my name's Arvind Magan. I'm based here in Durban, KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa, and it's wonderful to be with you today. I'm a first-generation South African, really brought out of abject poverty. My dad was the last tranche of individuals that came out of India. And so we lived in a community where there were 5 bedrooms living in one home with 5 families living together. And I recall clearly how my dad had started off working in collecting people's laundry in a bicycle and delivering it. And so I realized and recognized those times of huge sacrifice that my parents had made. And so I was privileged then to attend to a high school called Ganidesa High School out in the CBD of Durban. And on completing my grade 12, I thereafter went to the then University of Durban, Westville, obtained a Bachelor of Accounting degree. Thereafter, I completed my honors or the CTA at UNISA part-time while I took up my first trainee position. I then qualified as a chartered accountant and auditor in 1992. So that's been the background of where we started, personally and in terms of my career. So my first job was a trainee accountant at Ernst & Young, which is now called EY in Durban. And I must add that the starting salary for a trainee accountant then was 374 Rand per month back in the day. But, you know, maybe not too long ago, but that's what it was started off as. So I'm currently the CEO of Arvind Magan and Associates Incorporated. We're a firm of accountants, auditors, tax advisors, and business advisors. And we're based out here in Umhlanga, Durban. One of the things that I've held very close to my heart is that we've embraced and upheld the high standards of personal and professional ethics, honesty and integrity, with a commitment to excellence. We believe that this is a benchmark for us as individuals and as a corporate, and that really should permeate into our society. So that's what I believe is our purpose as me as a CEO and as a corporate entity here in Durban. I think when I first started off Arvind Magan and Associates some 21 years ago, I only started with one client. You know, I had various positions in Durban and Johannesburg, and when I started the practice at that time, starting off with just one client and then building progressively. So 21 years later, we have some of KZN's largest and leading companies as our clients. For me, that's a great accomplishment, knowing the background and the history of where we come from and starting off from initial stages. I think the best advice I've received was always maintain a standard of integrity. And my dad always said to me, you know, whatever you might have, whatever you might do, just maintain a good name. And I held that close to my heart because it's so important to have a good reputation. And so that really guided me through my professional journey, helping me to build trust, credibility with clients, colleagues, and our team that we work with. I think the biggest challenge was firstly stepping out, from a working environment, getting into your own business, and also further to that is growing the business. So I then made a decision to remain focused, be diligent, and maintain a good reputation and a high standard of integrity at all times. One of the things I realized that in as much as we value our clients, we also value our employees, because really without them, we would not be able to achieve that which we have achieved. So we ensure that we foster open communication, recognizing their efforts, providing continuous professional development opportunities. And I've always said to my team that my door is always open to have a discussion, because I find that engagement is so critical, because sometimes we don't know the story of what our team goes through. And so we need to be cognizant of that and more sympathetic towards where they're at. But more than that is to guide them and help them through the process. And so I look at myself more as a mentor than an employee when it comes to our team. So if I may just put it this way, is that for me, faith gives me a sense of higher purpose, motivating me to strive for more than just financial success, but also just making a positive impact in our communities and in our society. It's one thing to be successful, but how does one assist and go beyond the success? Because we don't want to be off of ourselves. We're part of a community, we're part of a society, and we're integral part of that. And so that's what drives me and motivates me is my faith, for fulfilling that. Yeah. I think my vision would be really to see a thriving economy, driven by innovation, sustainability, and creating employment for economic growth. And I think the key area, certainly in the KZN environment, is the small businesses. Because for me, I think the small businesses are vital for any economic growth. And one of my passions is to train up and raise up entrepreneurs. And I'm pretty much involved with that, as I'm chairman of the Joseph Business School here in Durban. And our motive and engagement is to raise up those entrepreneurs, because I think that's what's key for the South African and certainly for KZN economy. I have a very simple motto, and that is to have faith in God in all the areas of my life. And I stand by that, and I live by that, and that's what has seen me through and is going to see me through in the years coming forward.